My name is Robin Fritz. My company is Alchemy West, and today we're going to talk about the instruments and tools and sacred objects that you would use in a space clearing. As you notice from the setup of the table here today, I've included everything that I routinely use in a space clearing or a house blessing, as well as objects that most people would consider elements of their personal altars. These elements are drawn from various aspects, various rooms of my home and my office, all things that remind me on a daily basis, on moment to moment, of my relationship to all life as equals and participants in the celebration of life and the continuing of life and partnership with all of life. This is my partner Fallon, the citrine Lemurian quartz. Fallon is my partner. He's not a tool in our space clearing work and in my personal and business life. All of the elements that you see here are elements that we would include in a space clearing. So here we would be looking at sea salt. This is what we call Fallon lavender salt. It's a combination of coarse ground sea salt, lavender, and it's infused with the unique vibration of Fallon. And surrounding Fallon are all of the different crystals that I can use in a particular space clearing depending upon your needs, and also to give you ideas of what you could use in your own clearings. Grounding crystals, certainly, like columbite, like various Preseli blue stones, Shiva Lingam stone, white quartz with black tourmaline, and this absolutely incredible piece of celestite are all crystals that you can use for both grounding and balancing and for inspiration in your personal life. When we begin a space clearing and when you do your clearings at home, start out with a clear intention of what you would like to do for that clearing, and then surround yourself with things that mean something to you, for you in your clearing of the particular issue, or that are beautiful to you. I keep lavender in bowls all over my house and office as both a grounding and a beautiful reminder of my connection to nature. I use Himalayan salt lamps around the house. As sea salt itself is a very grounding and protecting and clearing stone, and the salt lamps are just really awesome to have around and beautiful to look at. Kyanite is a clearing stone that I tend to keep in the main area with all of my crystals to keep them clear and grounded and ready to work with me at whatever situation I have. This is a bowl that we use to burn charcoal and incense, and when we start a space clearing, after you set your intentions, we will light the incense and carry it from room to room and allow it to drift through the various corners of the room and wherever you feel like you want to spread the essence. I also open windows and let the smoke from the incense drift out. If you're doing a quick routine daily cleaning or weekly cleaning, you can also use incense sticks and sometimes just salt water or sea salt sprinkled on the floor or kept in bowls around the room. Here is water with sea salt dissolved in it. Another clearing item is Palo Santo, which is a very fragrant wood that is difficult to keep lit, but it is adding the fragrance and the energetic properties of the clearing instruments that you use to keep your house clear or your business clear. Lighting candles. Here we have a candle lit inside of a votive, and candles. Lighting a candle will help you focus on your intention for clearing and add its own essence to the clearing. And I also recommend that people buy a particular candle and burn it during the course of the clearing, and then till the candle burns down over time. Obviously, don't leave your candles unattended and blow them out when you're not there. Another clearing tool is This is sage combined with lavender and rose and other elements that also adds a beautiful fragrance to the air, and carry it with something like an abalone shell or something so that you're not, on a very practical level, not distributing burning embers all over your floor and carpet. So another element is when you've set your intention for clearing, what is it that you are looking for? Are you looking to just do a seasonal clearing, which is awesome, to celebrate a transition, whether it's a new marriage, a new job, or whether you're honoring the transition of a loved one or the course of an illness, whether you're launching a new business, whether it's real estate buy-sell or new construction or remodeling of the space. What a space clearing will do for you is help alter the vibrations of the space that you're working in, whether it's your home or a business or a piece of land, and help you create a relationship with that space, whether it's continuing to live there or to move on. In this particular clearing, what I've done is include an object that was a gift to honor my oldest dog I lost last year. And yes, I'm always emotional talking about that. But you can include objects that remind you of loved ones, sacred objects. A lot of people use little Buddha statues or statues of goddesses. Whatever is beautiful to you and has meaning to you is important to include in your space clearing. So as you move around the house or the business and direct the incense and pay attention to what you pick up in certain areas, you will then help the space to clear vibrationally, and it will also be uplifting for you. And to end a clearing, what I frequently use is my little Tibetan singing bowl. And you can hear the clearness of that bell as it rings, and as you move through a space and as you create a partnership with a bowl like this or a crystal singing bowl, you will notice in various spaces that it may wobble, sound wobbly to you, and that's where you can continue to ring it until it's clear, because the sound, as people know, like acutonics and sound healing, the sound is also a vibrational element that will help to clear the space. And sometimes that wobbling sound will draw your attention to an area, and a particular area that the vibrations are stuck and need a little additional help to move on. At the end of the clearing, you would thank your guides and all of the people who have joined with you, and you're clearing instruments, your tools, your partners like Fallon for participating in the clearing. And then that is over for you that day, and you can move on, drink a lot of water, perhaps even take a salt bath to clarify your intentions for the clearing and the process that's occurred. Which is why sometimes people call these house blessings or space blessings, because what you're doing is adding an element of connection, perhaps even sacred space, to your daily life and the lives of those around you. So thank you for joining us today, and that's the elements of space clearing.